All right, y'all. So I've decided that I'm going to use my love and obsession powers for good instead of evil. Evil just being like me forcing people to try to love me. I'm not going to do that. All right. So instead, I'm just going to deliver love readings to the collective. So people who are in situationships and relationships and in connections with people who love them or are kind of thinking about going into a connection with somebody who loves them or wants to be loved, etc. We're going to get some clarity for everybody, okay? No overthinking on my end. I'm going to clarify for you, and also that'll help clarify for me. So we're going to start with Aries, okay? So Aries, what's coming in for you in terms of love? This is a love reading exclusively, and it is about the full moon eclipse that's happening in about a week, okay? So it's technically like 11 days away, but it's about a week away, especially when you think about how the full moon that just happened on the 4th, the new moon that just happened on the 4th, the new moon in Scorpio, was kind of the trigger for the eclipse season. And because this next full moon that's coming up in Taurus, that's on the 19th of November, is going to be an eclipse, it's going to trigger, again, it's going to like, I guess, release those triggers all throughout the next 2 years. So we're just going to kind of find out what this one in particular is bringing in your life. And whenever I say bringing in, it is a full moon. So just know when things come in, something has to be released. That way you make room for new growth and opportunity in your life, okay? All right, Aries, let's get into it. So what is this full moon in Taurus bringing you? It's happening in your second house. So that is your second house of opportunity, resources, finances, possessions, assets, etc. So in terms of money, basically. But also this is a love reading, so it's like love and money, assets, shared assets, etc. We'll see. And if it's not about love, it's not about love. Because I'm also trying to channel that, but like, my energy is a little fucking chaotic. I think it's 555 right now. It's 555. Okay. Anyway, what's coming in for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? I'm really thinking about Rising and Sun. You can think about Moon as well. All right, Aries. So we got 7 of Ghosts, which is 7 of Cups. This card is about illusions, delusions, really clarifying where you want to go. So if it is about a multitude of relationship opportunities, or maybe if it's about like seeing a door of opportunity, a window to jump out of if you need to, really kind of weighing out your options here, because not every path that you think is open is the right one to take. There is a lot of like, it's called like, you know, building castles in the sand or something like that, or like, is that what it's called? Like where you're just like there, you know, because the wind's or the waves are gonna come in and kind of like sweep them away, you know. So make sure whenever you're building your goals, essentially, whenever you're writing down, you know, your manifestation list, like make sure that you are being realistic about it, and then also backing that up with like the follow through, because that follow through is necessary. So what work are you taking to get to any of these opportunities? Which one's the most realistic? Which one can you actually obtain? So think about that. And then a oracle message to go along with that. The 7 of Ghosts for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Too many cards. We just need one little oracle message for y'all. Well, it sucks that I can't post these reels on Instagram anymore. Heal and shine. Also, release and accept just came up with it, because I can't never just pull one oracle card. Apparently it has to have 2. So release and accept. So just remember to release any of these false promises that you've kind of maybe been pondering in your brain that have been taking up space in your reality. And then it's time for you to heal and shine. So heal and then start to build toward your actual future. Okay, Aries, I love you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your November. Enjoy Scorpio season. It's all Mars energy. I know you gotta love that, you know, but the dark side of Mars. So embrace that and then release the emotions. You have to heal, but you have to release and acknowledge your feelings, process them, let them go. And then again, you're making that space and clearing shut out, so that way you can rebuild on solid foundations. Okay. Tauruses, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Start of the show here. Start of the full moon. It's happening. Tauruses got Page of Ghosts. All right. Page of Ghosts. This guy is a messenger of emotions. So it could be you or someone in your life is sending you a very heartfelt message. It could be an offering. I see that with the ghost or the cup here. And it's also, there's a fish in there, which I think is like, I mean, well, I think it's like, it's a full cup. That's what I see. So there could be an actual offering of love. You even have like a little note here with a heart on it. That's freaking cute. And literally a full moon. Holy shit. Oh, I like this too, because it looks like some masks are coming off with this message. So maybe something, well, definitely something's going to be revealed and illuminated because it's the full moon. It's illuminating opportunities and areas of your life that you maybe hadn't seen. So this could be some false illusions, you know, windows being cleared, or I don't even know where windows came from, but I just meant like masks being taken off, because I really get that energy of someone's letting their guard down and they're being open and they're being vulnerable. And maybe it could be a message that you've been waiting on. I would say just be patient, because that full moon's right around the corner. And then an oracle message for my Tauruses. Infinite abundance flew out. That's beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is the seed of life. So infinite abundance, which I love. So it could be, you know, you're aligning with somebody. I like how this is like symbolic of the full moon energy as well. This could be like, you're aligning with your higher timeline. You're aligning with things that you may be manifesting, because this is the seed. So it could be, you know, the blossoming of your manifestations coming to light, and especially in terms of love. So think about that. Know that you have infinite abundance coming towards you this full moon. Also, don't forget to take your mask off as well if someone else is taking theirs off. You know, don't need to have your guard up against people who are offering you love. As long as it's pure and you can feel that in your heart and your intuition says yes, go, then you should go for it. Okay, Tauruses? Because like I said, you're the star of the show, and this is the eclipses that are happening for the next 2 years. This is like the first actual eclipse of the nodal switch, which will be moving from Gemini and Sag to Scorpio and Taurus. All right, Tauruses, good luck to you the rest of November. I'm excited for you to accept and receive your infinite abundance. All right, so Geminis now. Meow. Gemini sun, moon, rising. What is coming for us? For y'all. For us. I'm a Gemini rising. In November, at the end of November, November 19th, on the Taurus full moon eclipse. What is coming in for Geminis? What's the energy? The moon card. How I can't escape this moon card, y'all. It's been following me personally. The moon card. This I am very intrigued by. Well, first of all, okay, we have the full moon energy, so we know major transforming is happening, major transitions. Also the fact that for Gemini, suns and risings, it's happening in our 12th house, okay? So it is like the things that are unseen, which is literally the moon. It's basically things that are being illuminated. So this is very interesting to me, because I feel like whatever is being illuminated is transformative, because this werewolf who is literally being transformed by the full moon, as we know, it's like they turn from like, you know, a human to this, you know, animal / human hybrid who just kind of like unhinged and doesn't really know how to control themselves, right? So I feel like this full moon could be turning us into this maybe. And I really feel like we need to do some heavy meditation before we go into this full moon. I really feel like some things need to be released, because I think if we are holding on too tightly to something that we wanted to work out, or if we have expectations for this full moon, if they don't work out, they could drive us a little mad, which I think is what's happening here. It's like there's expectations maybe not being fulfilled. It's very interesting. But you have your friends around. You have some dogs here, which represent, for me, like loyalty and friendship always. And then, I don't know, this lobster in the background, though. Like this lobster here, it is very interesting, because it's like, I always think of like, he's her lobster from Friends. So this could be about a soulmate connection. Maybe you think one that, maybe it's one that you think is a soulmate connection and you're finding out that it's not. Don't let it drive you mad. But let's see. What is the energy here? So for Gemini, sun, moon, rising. To go with this moon card, what is an oracle message for us? Oracle message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ground, for sure. This is just like, I can't even make out what's on this. Oh, it's a dragon. Interesting. Wow, the symbolism is very similar to this because, you know, they're looking at a castle. So they're looking at where they want to go, right? Like this is their ultimate goal. Same thing here. They literally have a temple at the top and then they're just kind of surrounding it and making their way up. But the energy is kind of dark and blurry and a little chaotic. So I don't really know if they know how to get there. I think it takes a lot of grounding. Like I was saying, a lot of like meditation, a lot of like releasing expectations, I believe, for this full moon. There's bridges here. I think there's opportunity to get to where you want to go. I think it doesn't have to be forced. I think things need to flow. And I think that is the message here. Don't go in with expectations. You're going to get to the castle. You're going to get to the ultimate of your desires. But it's going to happen maybe a little differently than you'd imagine. So just know that, Gemini. So release expectations for this full moon. It is going to be illuminating things in your 12th house, again, the house of unseen. So if there's anything that comes to light that you were not expecting or were not prepared for, please don't act out. Don't turn mad. Don't act out of character. Just ground yourself instead, okay? All right, Geminis. Whew, good luck to you and Tess and to all the personalities of the Geminis. Oh yeah, that's so funny. Okay. All right, so for Cancers. All right, Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's going on? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. I was thinking about like the houses that it's happening in. Yeah, I think it's like 11th house for Cancers. Yeah. Okay. What is happening for Cancers? This full moon. Cancers also got the moon. I'm going to shuffle it again because I feel like there's so many fucking cards. Like, we don't need to be pulling the same messages. Come on. There you go. 3 of Cups. Okay, 3 of Cups energy for Cancers. So for 3 of Cups, this literally is, it's so funny because I was talking about how it's like it's in your 11th house, right? If you want to take into account the message from the previous read, so with the moon, it was showing somebody kind of acting out of character because something had been illuminated by the full moon. And I think that, I don't want to say that's like a potential, but if that came up first, and then this is in regard to friendships, obviously, which is the 11th house that it's happening in for you if you're in Cancer, Sun or Rising. This is very interesting. So I think it could be like releasing expectations of friendships or friend groups, releasing people who are not aligned with you, that don't make you feel like you're connected. Like, I love how like braided they are in each other's world. Like, they're so deeply entwined in each other's lives. I feel with that, I'm going to get the Oracle message to kind of clarify. But I think if you're not on this level and if you're not feeling accepted and part of your, you know, part of a family, I would say, family of friends, you know, like a, you know, spiritual bond. I don't know if that cut off, but if it was like, if you're not feeling like part of a spiritual bond with your friends, then you definitely need to release those people who don't make you feel like you're home, you know. So 3 of Cups energy and Oracle message for Cancers. To go with this 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups energy. Ooh, you got dance. All right, I like this. So if this goes with this, okay. Yeah, damn, my cat. Okay. I think this is awesome. I think it's really good energy. So I feel like the full moon, it might just eliminate like the wild side of you. If I'm thinking about like, you know, the moon card that we just pulled earlier that I put back from, I don't really find it. Anyway, for the other reading. God, no, I can't have my cat. You gotta go somewhere else, girlfriend. Okay. I think Cancers that you should celebrate. I think this full moon might be lighting you up and you'll be like a party animal. And I feel like that is really good energy. So I say go with that. And again, only with people who make you feel safe. But when you feel safe and happy enough, definitely dance it out. Okay, grab your friends and fucking go dancing. If you can, and if not, have a dance party in your room, okay? Just get some drinks, get some whatever else you need to party. Snacks. Keep PG, okay? But I think that this full moon in Taurus could be a really good time, especially if it is lighting up your house the house of your friendships and your connections. So that's pretty sick. And to get dance, that's an awesome way to release as well. So if there is anything that you need to release, how about you go act like a wild party animal and release and dance with your friends? How about that? All right, awesome. All right, that sounds really, really fun for Cancers. So I'm a Cancer moon, so I would like for that to manifest instead of a Gemini one. We'll see. All right, so, other decks. Okay, so for Leos. All right, Leos, what's coming in for you for this Taurus full moon? If you are a Leo rising or Leo sun, this Taurus full moon is happening in your 4th house. Nope. Is that right? It's happening in your 10th house. Yep. It's happening in your 10th. Happening in your 10th. Yep. Confirmed. Okay. I had to count all that out, but so 10th house of career. Okay. Leo suns and rising. So this full moon in Taurus on the 19th of November is going to activate a release of energy, so that way some new energy can come in your 10th house. So if there's anything as far as like, you know, career, or if it's like a love relationship, work relationship kind of thing, that's energy that's going on in your life, because it is supposed to be a love reading. Once again, if it's not a love reading, that's fine also, because it's like not everybody has love, you know, especially with Venus and Capricorn right now. I sure don't have love right now, so whatever. All right, Leos, what's happening for you? This Taurus full moon in your 10th. Leo. Only one. I cannot stand when I pull more than... Ooh, that means I need to shuffle. That's what that means. Release the energy because it's too connected. It's too staticky. Okay, Leos. What is happening for your full moon? 9 of Imps. 9 of Wands here. This gives me too many cooks in the kitchen energy, okay? 9 of Wands is like... Actually, that's another... Okay. I mean, that could be, because that's kind of what I get. Because there's just like so much energy happening here. But I think it's interesting with the 9 of Wands that like everybody here has a wand, but this guy has a cup instead. So it's like, instead of trying to go full speed ahead, maybe Leos, you should relax and be ready to receive instead. Maybe it's your time that you should receive. Maybe you've been putting in so much work that like the universe wants to bless you in that area of your life, of career and opportunity. So let's see. Tonight, 9 of Imps, clarifying oracle for 9 of Imps. For Leos, listen throughout. Be love. Ooh, I love this. I think it is a message to be open and to give and receive love. I like this because it says to be love, but I feel like, again, it's more of a receptive energy because they have their hands out. It's like they're literally like open palms towards the universe saying, yes, universe, I would love for love and opportunity to flow into my life under this full moon. Okay, that's exactly the same energy that I'm getting here. And then it looks like they have people coming along with them. So there's people who, and I say this as like a guardian, really. I feel like their guardians are watching out for them and kind of aiding in that receptive energy that the Leos are trying to kind of opening themselves to. So Leos are not really ones to ask for affection, though they want it so badly. So I say, if you can't express it verbally, I still hope that you have an open heart to receiving love, because it looks like it wants to flow into your life, okay? So you just be the energy of love, and then you open yourself up to receiving that back in return, okay? Okay, Leos? That sounds kind of beautiful for you, so I'm excited for y'all. Okay, now we're gonna go to Virgos. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. What is happening for you in this Taurus full moon in terms of love? All right, Virgos, you got the death card. All right, so this is like my favorite death card, though, to be honest. Okay, Virgos, I like this energy because it is like the happiest death card you'll ever see. I mean, look how happy everybody is in here. The pumpkins are happy. The flowers blooming are super happy. There is a full moon in the background here. And then you have the skeleton who is actively working to regrow something here, okay? If anything has died, he's actively watering and nurturing what's around him in order to receive that abundance, okay? There are vultures kind of waiting. Oh, I love how Saturn's in the background here too. Oh, you got Saturn on you. Looking over your shoulder, Virgos. All right, and there's this moth here, which I think represents like intellect and sword. Maybe could be like overthinking energy, but I think the fact that this moth is like such a gorgeous, beautiful moth, it's like thinking positively, okay? Thinking abundantly is what I think, because this is really like an interesting death card. I just can't get over it. Like, I don't know. I really like the energy here, because we all know that death brings new, okay? You have to die to be reborn, okay? You have to nurture anything that you want to grow and to come to fruition. And that's what this death card is doing here. It's like, if anything has died, you know, they've already been through it themselves. Like, they've experienced death themselves. They're literally a skeleton now. But now that they experienced that, they're learning. And now, after experiencing that, they know how to properly tend to the world around them and how to properly tend to the things that they want to grow into their life. So that's really awesome. So a message to go with that for my Virgos for the full moon. Just one card, please. One card. Actually, I'm gonna shuffle. Also, let's check this deck out, though. It's actually really shiny. Can you see that? Oh, yeah. Cute. Okay. So, a message, an oracle message to go with this death card. Just one! One message to go for Virgos. Ooh. Unalone. Oh, I like this card. There's more happy energy in this card. Virgos, you'll have a very optimistic full moon ahead of you. There's a shining sun. And I can't really make out much else that's happening here, can y'all? It's like the ink blot test. The Rorschach test. I see a sun. I see a fish. It looks like a hand. I don't know, with that beaming happy sun energy and it's saying unalone, and then also this death card kind of being surrounded by so much energy. I think that's why, again, it kind of goes hand in hand with, like, you know what to invest yourself into. And if you don't want to be alone, then you know how to kind of spread your light and your joy into people that you want to be around. So I think that's really awesome. And I think maybe it also could be like a message that your spirit guides are always around you. Okay, so no matter what you're going through, anything that might feel like death is actually a transformation for you. So just keep that in mind. Keep nourishing what's around you, anything that you want to come to fruition. You already know what to do, okay? But also keep that happy, light, positive energy flowing for your new moon. Full moon. How many times have I fucking said that? I hope we all know that every single time I say new moon, I mean full moon. The whole time. I don't know how many times I've done it, but. Okay, bye Virgos. Love you. Kind of do. I'm just kidding, I really do. I like mutables. I'm immutable myself. I'm a Sag. All right, so for Libras, yeah. Okay, Libras, for your Taurus full moon energy, you pulled the Emperor. As we can clearly see, first of all, the Emperor's hands are full. I noticed that right off the bat. And also it does look like he has a symbol of Venus in his palms. And it looks like an apple in the other, or possibly an orb. If it's apple, I feel like that's knowledge and intuition, or that's, sorry, tangible knowledge. And then also there's a brain here, which is growing things. So I feel like keeping your thoughts extremely positive in order to acquire abundance. But also there's boundaries here. Boundaries is such a huge message when it comes to the Emperor card. It is all about establishing and reestablishing boundaries. So if you feel like you've been crossed or you're crossing your own boundaries, I also feel like this person could be keeping themselves tied up due to their own boundaries that they've created. Because the thing I know about Libras is like they are very diplomatic. And what's just to them isn't just justice. What's justice to them isn't justice to everybody, right? Okay, so it does kind of depend on like their perspective. And I feel like maybe it could be like some rules that you place on yourself, because cardinals can also do that quite often, okay, cardinal signs. But it's like, if there's any rules that you placed upon yourself that are keeping you from your abundance and keeping you from maybe getting that brain, that growth back in your head, like going back into, you know, your right mindset that kind of keeps you fruitful, then I feel like releasing those things. So releasing the chains, releasing any self-made boundaries, okay? And I see some stars of hope in the background of this. That's good energy. So an oracle card to go with Libras. An oracle card, oracle message for Libras. Sun, moon, rising. Smile. Okay, Libra. Look at this cute little otter just floating happily in the water. Just releasing all worries, not really caring about anything. I like that. I like that energy a lot. To kind of look at it with this, I feel like it is a release of boundaries. I feel like once you release, then you're actually able to float freely onto the water and onto the rivers of life, etc. But I feel like as long as you're being cooped up, you don't get to have that opportunity. You're just kind of like keeping yourself in the chains of your own mind. But smile and release, okay? Because the rivers of life have a new opportunity to show you, okay? They have new opportunities for you. So once you release those boundaries, releasing comes with the full moon, you're open to just kind of gently floating into your higher timeline. Okay, Libras, I hope you enjoy that. That sounds pretty lovely. I like the smile card especially. All right. Now it's time for Scorpios. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. I still feel like you're also the star of these eclipses because it's happening in your 1st and 7th house for the rest of the 2 years. So happy full moon eclipse to you in your 7th house, Scorpios. We're going to shuffle some more. I swear that moon card keeps following me ever since I pulled it for Geminis. It's been at the bottom of the deck. It's been flying a little bit. I keep seeing it. I think that's maybe an overarching message for everybody. It's that moon. Don't let anybody make you act out of character because of your expectations, okay? All right, Scorpios. So what is coming for you with this full moon eclipse in your 7th? Just one card for Scorpios. Ooh, Knight of Imps. Knight of Wands. So that could be somebody trying to be on their way to court you, because again, this is happening in your 7th house. I like this energy. I like this energy because I'm a fire sign myself. I'm a Sag, so I like the energy of somebody taking action, okay? And I like this knight because he's maybe one of the fastest of the knights. I like that he is just kind of going full speed ahead, but also has some guardians around him, so he's not acting out of character and acting out on his own. I feel like he's being guided towards you, whoever this is. It could be he, she, they, them, non-binary. Always welcome here. So I really like this also because this knight has so much abundance that he's coming full speed ahead with. Like, there are other knights in the deck that are like Knight of Pentacles, a little bit slower, a little bit more barren land they got to cross to get to, you know, you. And this is like someone who already has experienced abundance and already knows how to grow their own and on their own in their own life, you know, so they have like their full sovereignty, but they still like the excitement and the energy that you're bringing, and they want to bring that excitement and fire towards you. So I like that a lot. And ooh, that horse, smoke blowing out of his mouth. He's ready. As fast as he's ever been able to go towards you. Okay, Knight of Imps. So an oracle message for Scorpios with Knight of Imps. Nourish and flourish. Okay. This is more like growth and opportunity and abundance energy. So I like that a lot. I like this card because it just kind of gives me like all the same like fiery energy. You know, this is like a lot of passion here. And I think with Nourish and Flourish, it is one of those things of like what you nurture will come to fruition, okay? It will flourish, whatever you nourish. Okay. Okay. Okay, anyway. I like this a lot though because it looks like fireworks. There could be really though, y'all can have like sparks flying on this full moon. I like this energy a lot. And I kind of like that his clothes are kind of tattered too. It shows you that he's been through some shit, but he doesn't care because it's like, it's all about you anyway, baby. All right? That's right. All right, Scorpios. I hope that you have a fucking sick ass full moon. Letting somebody come full speed ahead into your energy, give you some fireworks. Make sure you nourish that energy if you want it to flourish though. That's the message here, is that, you know, if you don't give and if you aren't like, isn't like a mutual receptive kind of energy, then you could just obviously like deny that and then nothing will come of it. But if you want something to kind of grow and blossom, just know that you still have to put in some work as well, okay? Because they have some abundance for you, baby. That's what's up. All right. So for Saggy, Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising. I was gonna say everything else, but ooh, Sag, Ace of Pumpkins. I love this so much. Oh my god, I'm so fucking happy to see this card. Okay, I like this a lot because for this, okay, the phone thing didn't work. But all right, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pumpkins. So we all know this is like a material manifestation kind of energy. It is an opportunity of growth and abundance, and it could be in terms of love. It could be in terms of like a new career, maybe that one that like kind of gets you into the like ready to be loved kind of energy, if that's something that's been holding you back. I like this also because it is a hand from God, okay? So whenever you get that window of opportunity, take it because you know it came from spirit. This is beautiful. And this is lots of overflowing abundance. And with the angel trumpets here, or the devil trumpets, I feel like because they're white also, that is like pure growth and pure energy. And I like that. So lean into it. So something to go along with the Ace of Pumpkins for Saggies, Sun, Moon, Rising. Shine on. All right then. It could just be us. It could just be solo dolo. I mean, there is one hand here. So if it is like an opportunity for us, it could be something that leads us into, again, the energy that is like ready for love later on. But for now, shine the fuck on. The sun is shining bright on you. With this, you have, ooh, I love this. This is like manifestation coming to life because this is like dandelions flying. You know, whenever you blow on a dandelion, you close your eyes and make a wish. I love that. So this is like all the manifestation, all the wishes kind of coming to fruition for you under this full moon. And at least one of the opportunities that you've manifested will be presenting itself under this full moon. Okay, Sag, I like this a lot. You know what? Enjoy that. Enjoy it. You deserve it. We've been through so much, Sag. We've been through so fucking much. All right. So, Capricorns. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. I love my Caps too. It took me a while to kind of like Capricorns kind of grow on me a little bit because I'm such a Jupiterian. I'm like Saturn energy. No, but then I found out I'm a progressed Capricorn stellium in my chart. So I got to warm up to to Capricorns. Like I kind of have a lot of that energy in me already. So, all right, Caps, what's coming to you for this full moon in Taurus? It's training you. One card for Capricorns for love, specifically for full moon, this full moon coming up. Capricorns, why do you have so much energy? I just need one card. Okay, the Hanged Man. All right, Capricorns, so this is definitely putting some things in perspective for you. This is very interesting because it's like this Hanged Man is so happy, and he could be, surrounded by fire. He could just be like feeling the flames kind of getting closer to him, but he just kind of decided to, instead of worrying about it, kind of maybe take a leap of faith, or really maybe like got some perspective on the situation. Maybe hang upside down, meditate, do something you've never done before to really try to get out of the old mindset that you're kind of living in. That way you can kind of really see the flames for what they are. And if they're not as close, that's beautiful. If they're not as dangerous, it's also beautiful. And I feel like because of the smile on his face, that could be what he's realizing, is that like, things that I thought were flames and fiery death. I mean, maybe upon closer look, it's not, because it's like, do these even look like flames when you really look at them? I don't see any sparks or anything, you know? It could just be a bunch of sticks. Basically, I think the situation is less dire than you're thinking, and that could be something that, you know, you have to get perspective to see, but that could be a message for you from the full moon. What else does this full moon have for Capricorns with the Hangman? Message for Caps. Whoa, so much. Capricorns, y'all just have way too much energy happening. I just need one card for your Hangman. Like, look, clear all that out. Like, you'll just have way too much. Like, yeah, that's why you need to get some perspective. You really need to take some moments alone with yourself and maybe like journal, or like I said, do something you've never done before, but really got to get out of like your same old energy, because it's just a little chaotic right now. And I think that once you're out of that, you'll be able to see that things aren't as chaotic as you're thinking they are. One message, one oracle message for my Capricorns. I'm just gonna have to pull one for you. Hello, void. There you go. Wow, Capricorns, definitely need to take some time for yourselves. So I think this is probably one of those solo dolo full moons that's happening. I think that you need to take some space, close your eyes, get in some silence, take in the stillness, and really be with yourself. I always think it's handy to journal, because that kind of is a way to channel your higher self. So maybe there's a part of you that you haven't really listened to, you haven't really opened up the gates to listen to them. Definitely use this full moon to do that. Go into the void, because you will find some answers there. All right, Capricorns, enjoy that full moon. Ooh, very interesting. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Ooh. Okay, Aquarius, I like this a lot for you, especially because I'm trying to think, what house is it happening in? Aquarius, this is happening in your 4th house. You got the Ace of Ghosts. This is beautiful. This is the Ace of Cups. This is an overflowing emotional opportunity. Another hand from God. So this is like one of those things of, again, like if it's something that you've been manifesting, it could be in terms of home or family, or, you know, finding partnerships with somebody who wants to build a home with you. I think this is really awesome energy for that. So the Ace of Ghosts is creative energy as well. So it is like the energy of, I'm creating my world, okay? And I'm creating it in hand with the universe, in hand with God, because he handed this opportunity to me. And my cup is overflowing, okay? Repeat that. My cup is overflowing. So better manifest under this full moon, because it looks like you have a lot of opportunities coming to you. Ooh, and Friend Flurry flew out. Friend Flurry is literally a flurry. Maybe you'll be able to make this out. There's some like human person energy there. These cards are fucking hard to see. But this is kind of the energy that this is giving me though. So it's like, again, like with the overflowing cup, it could be just like an overflowing, you know, friendships, opportunities, connections. This is just like abundance. It's like, okay, basically people are like hanging out in a forest here. But they're like that they're having like an awesome time. So they could be like, you know, camping or like conjuring some energies here. I think it could be like more in line with the manifestation energy, but there's so much growth. There's so much like nature energy happening all around here. And it is, again, abundant. So I think that is a really awesome sign for you, Aquariuses, for this full moon. Whatever you're manifesting, oh, it's going to overflow, okay? You're going to be so abundant with this full moon energy. So take that and receive it, all right? Beautiful. Okay, Pisces. Last step. Pisces. I can't believe I did all this. Awesome. Okay, Pisces. What is the energy for you this full moon? Okay, 6 of Bats. So definitely leaving something behind. 6 of Bats is 6 of Swords. It is air, mental energy. It is like overthinking energy. But with this, the 6 of Swords typically just means you're taking everything that you can possibly bring, like not everything in the world, but you're taking the most essential things with you and starting ahead on your journey. Whatever couldn't fit doesn't belong. whatever wasn't a priority for you to pop it on the boat, it doesn't belong. Leave it to the past, because wherever you're going is so much more abundant than wherever you had left, okay? So it is going to be an overflow of emotions. You know, you have to go through the depths of the emotions. As you let go, you have to feel all of your feelings and then release on your way to that abundance. And look at that. They have a giant home, giant castle, a giant new beginning happening for them after they, release the past, release all the burdens. But you have your most, your closest family, your closest friends, your most important possessions that you're going with. So whenever you start fresh, you still have your foundation that you love. Okay, so just lean on them whenever you're going into this new beginning. Okay, Pisces, a little oracle message for you. Oracle message for Pisces for this full moon. And oracle message for Pisces for this full moon. And too many. Okay, oracle message for Pisces for the full moon. I swear. Okay. I'm like, one more again. Earth magic. I like that a lot. Okay, Pisces, earth magic. I think that once you get to where you need to be, this is something that's going to happen for you. And I feel like you're going to be able to tap into the magic that you hold within to create any reality, okay? I like this because there's flowers here. There's like these ink blots, what I think are like sparks, kind of like, again, like fireworks. There's crystals here, which are of the earth as well, which I think is like infinite abundance. I feel like it's like abundance times a million, because these crystals are gorgeous and they're healing and they have their own power. And I feel like that's you. It's like you literally can produce all of the magic to heal people around you, because that's what Pisces do. They are healers, but only after you let things go. Will you really, release things that aren't for you, let that shit go. And as you start your new beginning, you'll have a solid foundation to be able to grow for yourself and also release the magic that you have within you. Okay, Pisces? All right. So I hope that you received that message. I hope that it resonated. Follow me on YouTube and hit me up on Patreon if you want more weekly videos for tarot. Also on my Instagram, all the links will be underneath there. So, all right, guys, I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your November. And let me know how these kind of go for you. Like, if they're kind of staying on the back of your brain whenever the full moon comes up in about like 11 days. If anything hit and you're like, damn, honestly, did say that was going to happen. Come back to me. All right. Come back and let me know. All right. Bye.